Hi, my name is Alex. I am a senior here at UC, and I'll be talking about my favorite part of the brain. First, I'd like for you to guess what it is. Don't worry, I'll give you a hint. It controls the body's movement, is at the back of the head.
Who's that Pokemon?
Did you guess it? If you guessed cerebellum, you'd be right. There are many reasons to like the cerebellum. My favorite part is that it allows me to walk to the gym and lift heavy objects. So, this is me lifting those heavy objects. I'm using recordings of myself doing an arm workout, focusing on my biceps and my triceps. The biceps and triceps both receive signals from the brain. In this case, we're talking about the cerebellum, telling either to contract or relax. In this case, the triceps are being told to contract and the biceps to relax, allowing for the pushing motion that you are seeing. This is another case where we can see the triceps are being told to contract while the biceps are being left relaxed. We can see as the triceps are told to contract that there is a pulling down motion where the weight is pulled down into the sides. This is held at that point to get the best contraction, which allows for blood flow into the muscle and better muscle growth. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the cerebellum. In this zooming close-up, we can see that the actual tricep muscle contracting after a neuron traveling at a top speed of around 270 miles per hour sent from the cerebellum to the spinal cord and out to a muscle fiber. We can see both heads of the muscle contracting as that signal is received. In this clip, we will start to see some of the bicep work. So in this, we are seeing the opposite of earlier, where the tricep was contracting and the bicep was relaxing. We are now seeing the tricep in a relaxed position with no tension on it, while we see the biceps pulling or contracting in this case as the muscle is fired by the signal received from the cerebellum. This is allowing for a contraction in the bicep and a pulling motion, pulling the weight up off of the ground towards the face. This is a very common method, also known as bicep curls. Many people do know these. And as you can see, I am struggling. This will be one of the last exercises I show. Again, this is a separate form of bicep curls where the bicep is contracting and being used to pull the weight off of the ground towards the head. Now this also uses a small amount of the shoulders, also known as the front deltoid. This is using that to pull it up even closer to the top of the shoulder for a better contraction in the bicep area. Now, this would all be impossible, including the movement, as well as the thought, without the cerebellum in the back of the brain being used to drive this motor function. So what we're seeing right here is the bicep contracting and in a concentric contraction, so going up towards the skull, and then a eccentric contraction or the downward motion where it is headed down towards the floor. Now this is repeated over and over again as we saw in my examples, allowing for blood flow into the bicep itself. And then when we're going down, we are keeping that contraction, we are keeping it squeezed as though we were contracting it to help tear the muscle fibers. That is how we induce muscle growth. Now, while I do note the importance of the cerebellum in the movements used in my workouts, I do know the significant role that the motor cortex does play as well, so I will not downplay that, but I do still claim the cerebellum to be my favorite part of the brain. Thank you for watching my video.